Today, not only politicians, but anyone, influencers, salespeople, even me, have the ability to persuade you by manipulating your perception of reality. With fallacies, fake news, and manipulative speech. Using these often deceptive and misleading methods, they can influence people's beliefs and behaviors. Let's break them down so you can know when someone is trying to manipulate you.
Fallacies. It's when people use the wrong reasoning, making their arguments become weaker and weaker.
These mistakes can happen on purpose or by accident, but they can cause confusion and spread false information. Fallacies errors often appear in fake news and tricky speeches to hide the truth.
Bro, don't even listen to Marisol. She didn't even finish school.
This is an example of ad hominem. Instead of discussing my ideas, they're attacking me on my education.
You're either with me or against me.
This is an example of a false dilemma. They don't give any neutral choice.
Fake news. This area refers to information that has been manipulated. Relies on fallacies to create validity and a winning effect for its content. A fraudulent news story achieves manipulation through the pathos-based emotional manipulation and the deployment of a false cast of fallacies to present the incorrect information. Primary purpose of fake news involves of deceiving readers into false beliefs concerning biased content.
Manipulative speech refers to language that is carefully created to influence or control the beliefs, emotions, or actions of the audience. Often through the use of fallacies, just like fake news, manipulative speech manipulates the perception of people, but it focuses more on the rhetorical strategies rather than the factual content. It often employs logical fallacies like false cause or ad hominem attacks to make an argument appear stronger than it actually is.
Money. She is on trial for grand larceny and theft. Authorities say she owes nearly $300,000.
A great example of media manipulation is the Netflix series Inventing Anna, based on a true story of Anna Sorokin. She pretends to be a wealthy German heiress, scamming friends, banks, and business out of thousands of dollars. But the way the media present her stories makes her seem less like a criminal and more like a misunderstood genius.
In the show, many techniques to persuade people can be seen. For example, framing. The series frames Anna not just as a scammer, but as a misunderstood visionary by presenting her through the perspective of a journalist who is determined to uncover Anna's story. The show creates sympathy for her. Another one is selective storytelling. The show selectively focuses on certain aspects of Anna's life to make her more likable. For example, it highlights her intelligence, charisma, and ability to manipulate the ultra-wealthy while downplaying the harm she caused to individuals who trusted her. This creates a more compelling anti-hero narrative rather than portraying her as a straightforward criminal. There is also emotional appeals. Throughout the series, Anna is portrayed as a woman struggling to be taken seriously in a male-dominated world. The show often presents her as someone who was only trying to build something great, using emotional appeals to make audiences empathize with her. The series visually reinforces Anna's luxurious lifestyle, fancy hotels, designer clothes, exclusive parties, creating an allure around her character. This makes her schemes seem thrilling rather than unethical, subtly persuading audiences to admire her boldness instead of condemning her actions. Finally, the Robin Hood effect. At times, Inventing Anna suggests that Anna's scams primarily target the wealthy and corrupt elite, making her appear like a modern Robin Hood. This downplays the reality that she also deceived friends, hotels, and financial institutions that suffered financial losses because of her fraud. Fallacies, fake news, and manipulative speech often work together to change how we see the world. Inventing Anna is a perfect example of how storytelling can blur the lines between criminal and hero. This is why it's crucial to question the media we consume, fact-check sources, and think critically.